Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today is a little bit of a different video because I have gotten so many requests from you guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this makeup look. It is super glowy, super dewy, and pretty natural looking. I love to do this look when I am going to mass, when I'm going to work, or even when there's a special occasion coming up. So I'm going to be giving you guys an in-depth tutorial of how I do my exact makeup step by step. So one of the most important steps is a skincare routine. If you don't have a good base, your makeup is not going to sit well on your face, and it's most likely going to end up looking patchy and dry. So the first thing I go in with is this witch hazel toner. I just get a little cotton pad, put a little bit on there, and then I just put that all over my face. I don't know if this step is really necessary, but it just makes my skin feel so much more hydrated and refreshed, and I just let that dry for a few seconds. The next thing I go in with is this niacinamide serum by Good Molecules. I just get a little bit, put a little bit on my face. So I absolutely love Korean skincare. It makes my skin look so glowy and moisturized. So all the following products I'm going to use are Korean skincare. The first thing I'm going to go in with is their eye serum. I have been using this brand for months, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that it has really improved my skin. I have gotten so many compliments of people telling me that my skin looks so glowy and fresh and smooth. It's because of this brand. I can easily tell you that. I just get a little bit of their eye serum and put it underneath my eyes. It's very important that you moisturize underneath the eyes because you want your concealer to not look super dry and patchy. So I have all of these products straight from Korea. My mom had gotten them when she was visiting, but I'm gonna link it all for you in the description box because you can actually find them on Amazon. Next, which is arguably the most important step, is moisturizer. I am using their Dynasty cream, and the thing I love about this is that you don't need a lot. A little goes a very long way. I take a little bit and I try to do very even amounts on my skin, and then I just gently blend that into my face. I love this moisturizer because it makes my skin feel so soft. So I'm just gonna let this dry up for about a minute or two. I like to let each product sink in for about a minute or so before I go on to the next step. A lot of people ask me how I get clear skin, and to be honest, I don't really know. Fortunately, I have always had clear skin growing up. As I got older, I did have a few breakouts every now and then, but I really think it comes down to my genetics. The diet is also extremely important, so if you're eating junk food all of the time and you're not getting much exercise, it's going to show up in your face and it's going to be visible. Now that my moisturizer is all dry and soaked into my face, I'm going to go in with their sunscreen. It is extremely important that you wear sunscreen every day, even when it's cloudy. You need to protect your skin. What I love about this sunscreen is that it's so thin and it does not leave a white cast. It blends so well into my skin. You see that there is no white cast, it just looks so glowy. Okay, so skincare is all done, and now onto the fun part, which is the makeup. I would recommend not skipping this step. I always go in with primer. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. If you want your makeup to last all day, these are so helpful because the makeup clings to this. You're gonna see a lot of e.l.f. products in this video because I love their makeup so much. A little goes a long way, so I just put a little bit on each part of my face, and it feels so funny because it feels kind of sticky, but that is the whole point, so that your makeup doesn't move. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry down for about 30 seconds or so. You have to give it a little bit to soak into your skin. So now that my face is all primed and ready for makeup, I'm gonna go in with a skin tint. I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade Fair. A lot of people tend to call this a foundation, but it is not nearly as thick as a foundation because it's not full coverage, but it definitely gives you a smooth base and makes your skin look super glowy but also very natural. So I just like to swipe it across my face. I want a very thin layer because I don't like thick makeup on my skin. I can't stand it. I just take a basic foundation brush and I stipple that into my skin. So as you can see, it definitely gives you a little bit of coverage, but it still looks very natural. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I only put a little bit underneath my eyes because you don't want a lot. Putting a lot of product in these areas always makes it look cakey and gross. I just take a concealer brush and again, I gently stipple that into my skin. And that is the concealer all blended out. So to help myself look a little more bronze and tan, I go in with their liquid bronzer. This thing is very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. So what I like to do is take a little bit and just put it on the palm of my hand. And then I take a little contour brush, put a little bit on the brush. So as you can see, I just kind of take a little bit and I place it in the areas where I want to look a little more tan. The cheekbones especially are very important. So obviously you can see that there is a little bit of a difference. I definitely look more tan. And actually what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of this and get a small eyeshadow brush. Just take a tiny bit and actually put it on my eyelids. And that'll give me this kind of natural look on top of my eyes. We're gonna help bring some color back onto my face. So I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty blush. I am using the shade Encourage. I like a deeper kind of berry colored blush because it looks more natural on my skin. I just put a small bit because this thing is very strong and pigmented. Go in with a blush brush and blend it out. That is our base all done. Okay, so the next step is very important, which is actually setting the base. So you're gonna take a little bit of powder and put it in the areas where you don't want to look greasy. I go in with the Wet n Wild powder. This thing is so underrated. It's literally like $3. I believe I got it for $3. I just take a basic powder brush and tap off the excess, and I mainly focus underneath my eyes, my chin, as well as my forehead. So as you can see, everything is nice and set. It no longer looks greasy or oily. Now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. So I'm gonna do a tiny little baby winged liner on each of my eyes. I go in with the e.l.f. liquid liner. I just do this to help accentuate my eyes a little bit. Now that that's done, I'm gonna let this dry a little bit before I actually go in with mascara. So for now, I'm gonna focus on my eyebrows. I would argue that your eyebrows are an extremely important part of your makeup look. If your eyebrows aren't done, chances are that your makeup might look incomplete. So I like to go in with the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I use the shade Taupe. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I basically just fill in where my eyebrows are lacking. And then I just blend it all out with the brush. Now that the eyebrows are filled in, I need them to stay this way. So I'm gonna go in with a gel to hold them in place. As you can see, all the labeling is gone, which means I use it quite a lot. Just take some and brush it through my brow hairs. And this will ensure that they stay in place all day. So now back to my eyes, I'm gonna be doing mascara. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I love this particular mascara because it makes my lashes look so thick and it gets each and every lash possible. So I'm just gonna put a light layer of mascara on my actual lashes. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm actually gonna go in with a few lash clusters. So what I do is I take a little cluster and I put a little bit of lash glue on it. I place it on my eye, I let it dry, and that is it. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but just wait till I go in with the rest. Okay, my lashes are all done. Clearly there is a huge difference. Now you don't have to do this step. You can definitely just skip this and stick to mascara. But ever since I discovered lash clusters, I love doing them because I feel like they elevate my eyes so much. And the way I finish off my eyes is I actually put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes, but just a tiny bit. We're almost done with this makeup look. I just have to do a few more steps. So the next step is I go in with a highlighter, and I love doing this because it makes your skin look so glowy. So I use the L'Oreal highlighter stick in the shade Glassy Pearl, and it's literally in the name. It makes my skin look like glass. Swipe a little bit on each of my cheeks, a little bit on the nose, underneath the corner of my brows, and then just gently blend it with my finger. Can you guys see that? It looks so shiny. I love it. Now we're doing my favorite part, which is the lips. It's very simple. I like to go in with a lip liner first. I'm using the NYX lip liner in the shade Mauve. Currently editing this, and I just realized that it is pronounced mauve and not mauve. I don't even know why I said that, but anyways, just wanted to throw it in there. This is a very natural, berry looking color. Makes your lips look so much bigger. To add some color on the inside of my lips, I'm using the Peri Peri lip stain. I'm using number 44, which is Chestnut Nude. I really like using this because it gives a very natural finish to your lips, and it makes your lips look very velvety. I just like to kind of tap it on my lips. Do you see that like natural kind of nude color? And to finish it all off, I use my favorite lip gloss. I'm using the Sachi Lip Elixir, and this is just their clear lip gloss. Now we are done with the makeup look, but we want to set it and lock it all in place. So I like to use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I'm using the dewy one, and when I use this and spray it on my makeup, it lasts the entire day. So just shake it up a little bit and just lightly spray your face. Once that's done, you just have to let it dry a little bit, and that is pretty much it. That is the entire makeup look. I am so happy that I finally filmed a makeup tutorial for you guys. I've been meaning to do this for a very long time. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.